Welcome to another trade execution video. Today is a great day, guys. We just passed our 5 combines, and so I did the daily payouts for the Tradeify ones because I wanted to see how these work. So I'm excited for that. We're going to be trading those to get one payout and then add probably 3 or 2 accounts and then get another 5 somewhere else, probably MyFunded Futures for another daily payouts, and then more from there with the actual like 5-day consistency payouts. So let's review the charts. Today I was actually wrong on my cycles, so I thought today was going to be an AMDX. We can see this clearly on the 5-minute. If we just look at our higher time frame, we're moving bullish. Our weekly is distribution day. So distribution day, we had expansion, accumulation, manipulation at this low. We were right. I was convinced it was AMDX, but because we had this manipulation in this daily for value gap low that ES reswept, I knew that this was going to be our manipulation. So I knew that today was distribution. You can see that in our daily. You can see this wick tap down, sweeping our daily for value gap, and we are moving up from there. So going back to the 5-minute, we had an XAMD day. So on opening, what was I looking at? Mainly the fact that this 1 hour for value gap was holding, because you can see that's where we had our 90-minute manipulation. We had a bullish daily cycle with YM because we swept our low at open as well. So we had a bullish DC. We also had a bearish DC, but we had a bullish DC and a bullish 90-minute. And if you would have saw manipulation at open, my keyboard needs to work there. So if you would have saw manipulation at open, then you could have saw that that was manipulation of the day. You know, we can pull up YM just to be certain. So at open right here, 9:30 open, we came down, we created this day, or well, the daily cycle is already in place because we swept low right here. So this is the entire daily that is in place actually. So from this low, getting swept, we have daily cycle on YM. Basically, we have a 90-minute on YM as well after that happened at open, after that big drop. So our manipulation for the day was at open, meaning that we were going to distribute higher, which is what I thought. But today we ended up taking shorts. It was kind of a strange day because I was wrong on the cycles. The 1 hour looked clean, so I was like off of open. Okay, we tapped into this 1 hour and immediately shot up. I know that this is fractal TFA, time frame alignment, so we tapped into this. Okay, we're moving up. Come down to the 15. All right, I missed our long entry. Missed the long entry, waiting for another 15. It wasn't even a 15-minute PSP. Really, this just happened on the 1-minute chart. There was an SMT between these highs, and then 10 a.m. was inversing, creating a CISD, which, because we took Asia high, which is, significant on ES because that's our high of the day, I decided, or actually, sorry, not Asia high, buy side liquidity from yesterday, is that? Okay, I might be tripping on my targets, but since we just swept high of day, we swept a liquidity that was, important for me to watch. I can't remember why I had that on at the moment, but because of that, 10 a.m., there was an SMT here. I did actually long this because our 5-minute was looking bullish off of this. I thought 10 a.m. was just going to continue because we're going to shoot up to buy side liquidity, which is discounted the range liquidity on the week. Or sorry, on the month, which is our weekly cycle high, which used to be protected. I think we're going to hit it. So that's what I was anticipating, longs. But if you can see off of open, this actual setups that we got were kind of strange. So 90-minute after that 1 hour, 30-second, we can go see a CISD off of that. The RR was very, very, very quick. So because we had that 15-minute right here, I mean, you can buy in that. You can buy in that, but you're going to have a kind of a bigger stop loss. We can buy in that 15. I just didn't want to do it because it was aggressive. It is a V-shaped recovery, so, and just you just trail to break even as soon as you get 1-to-1. But I just wasn't going to take this because it was all the way up here when I was looking at it. And then the next candle closed and it was already like 100-point stop. So not for me. And then the target right there would be literally just exiting based on time. Let's say you did get in and then we want a time-based exit because there are no targets that we could shoot for that were near other than This high getting taken at 53, which is like way too soon. Yeah, I mean, really, after 10 a.m. inverses, you should have been out of the trade right there. So that would have been 1 to 50 points, 1 to 3.5, 1 to 3 is what you should have gotten on something like that, because after 10 a.m. reversed, if you held past this 5 minute getting tapped, which I thought was going to be a 15 minute, but turned into just a 5 minute stalling right there. We swept this low and then came up off of that 5 minute gap. So that was the only really continuation to hold bullish. And then our 10 a.m., because we had that SMT, CISD, that 5 minute was holding this 5 minute. I needed to inverse if we wanted like any kind of drop, and that was going to be confirmed on like likely the 2 minute, because just that's higher time frame, and 1 minute is already inversing on the CISD of 10 a.m. with an SMT. So because that stop is like technically protected for me, I can have it above 10 a.m. price, and then I can short to OTE/CE of the range, or even if it is like a big reversal low of the day, or low of the AM day, which would be your really high probability 1 to 5 plus setup. I only took it to here because I was in more contracts, because I ended up taking a loss at this long, and then I tried to short pre-market. Just that wasn't ideal. I shorted here, and I thought, what, just wait for the true microcycle open. It's going to probably invalidate us anyway. So I ended up taking small losses. I think 300 was the accumulated loss, and then made 1,300 on that win. So overall, decent day. I mean, I didn't like how this was playing out. I thought we were going to move lower off of like an SMT probably after true microcycle open. But if we just look at what we're doing right now, the movement was 10 a.m. and 10:30. Not 10:30, sorry. Let's look at 10:30 price, because I actually didn't check. 10:30 price, not offering any SMTs to go higher. Not really anything special. Plus, this takes a long time to move, and we're really not in a place to be wanting any kind of trade after 10:30. So we're above our point of reversal. Like, there's cracking correlations now that I don't want to be a part of the market after 10 a.m. And if you would have saw 10 a.m. price opening and then waited for the new true microcycle open, yes, you do have long opportunity there, but it wasn't clear to me. I wouldn't have taken it, because the true microcycle open wouldn't have like had any other confluence for me. There is like a slight PSP here. You can go off the CISD of this and then 1 minute tap. Like, yeah, structure, you can read it and trade it. But for me, not high probability. 10 a.m. was the only thing that I saw, and I was almost getting off at 10 a.m. because I didn't think it was going to do that. I thought it was just going to continue higher. Because true week open is right here. We have buy side, like I said above, discount of the range buy side, like real buy side, liquidity that matters. See, these are my targets. Buy side up here. On ES, my target was this Asia high, and then the weekly cycle up here. So that is all that I have for today. It was just kind of a short trading day after that 10:30. I didn't hold it longer. I actually didn't even trade my live account, because I just wanted to see if I can get a good trade to pass the combines today. I didn't really think to enter in on 2 devices, because I didn't want to like manage it on both sides, and that was really it. My goal was to pass combines 2 weeks and then start scaling for July by our second week, which is it's got to be our second week. I guess we had a half week and a second week, so I guess kind of like our third week. So progress is compounding now. I need to hold these funded accounts. It's very important that I follow my rules, and I'm saying this out loud, but also for all of you guys, following your rules, not taking like small $300 losses before your real trade setup. Like, I took a loss here in pre-market. I took another loss longing 10 a.m. and then I took the short, which paid back, sure, but I shouldn't have taken this loss and this loss. I should have just waited for 10 a.m. CISD, because that was the only thing that I would have traded, because 10 a.m. longs just wasn't really there for continuation. I mean, like, there's gaps right there. I shouldn't have taken that. So, all honesty, I have trouble following my rules. It's especially in this market right now where the FOMO's kind of getting to me, and I want to be making progress. I set berries up for myself, and the market just kind of pushes and pulls against whatever I'm thinking. So if my thinking is negative, the market's gonna push me into a negative downward spiral. And if I can't have the self control to get myself out of that, then I'm gonna blow 5 accounts. I fucking guarantee you, I will blow 5 accounts if I can't control myself. And dude, you know how much that hurts to say because I've done that so many times. This is the first time I've had 5 accounts, and like I'm actually confident that I can get a max allocation payout a few times too. So I'm not going to be trading these accounts aggressively. 4 contracts, 3 contracts, 350 risk, 400 max for now until the payout, and then we're going to see where we are at the end of the month. That's just how it's going to be. I'm not going to do it day by day, week by week. I don't care. It's about ROI, getting money out of the accounts into my bank so I can then scale my live account and scale the prop firms because I want 20 accounts. That will be the goal. I know I can do that by the end of this year. Be funded 20 accounts and get payouts from at least all of them once. That'll be a big ass payout. And I'm excited. That's the goal. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching these videos. It actually means a lot to me. This is just me journaling and talking to myself about execution so I can remember and, help the few people that follow along and that understand what I'm talking about. Because if you know what I'm talking about, you spend a lot of time in the market and you spend a lot of effort trying to find your way. And I respect that a lot. So I will see you guys in the next video. Take care and have a wonderful rest of your day and Friday. I'm probably not going to trade Friday because I have new accounts and Friday has no incentive. So I will see you guys in the next week.